Hey, it's Catherine from Moonstarlodge, and this is the reading for the starting on the 25th, but it's really the 26th and 27th. I had to have a little prompt there from the side, from the King of Prompts. I'm still using the Tree Angel Oracle, Queen of the Moon, Voice of the Trees, Om, the Tree Oracle, but I'm using this week the Tarot of Light. So, still all tree themed. Socks is not making an appearance this week, at least with her expression of interest in the reading. This is a collective reading, and it's an adjunct, a little bit of icing on the cake, as I like to call it, to the weekly reading that was just posted on YouTube. So let's go to the cards. So here's the 4 Tarot of Light cards, and then we have one each of the clarifiers. We start with the Knight of Hearts, and this is romance. Romance reflects a number of different things. Romancing the self, romancing our connection to spirit, romancing another, but also that spirit is, in a manner of speaking, romancing us. Shining incredible light and love on us. And I think that probably we need it collectively. That's my sense as Spirit gives it to me. Why the clarifier here is the Tree of Transformation. We are all going through a transformation this spring. It's a very important year. It's the time of listening woman. We've gone through the first we're almost at the end of the first quarter. We will be by Thursday. So what kind of transformation? Well, here we go. In this deck, the ego and collapse represent the Tower. So we are moving out of our earthly mind and wants and intentions into a more spiritual aspect of self. It's clarified by birch. And birch is a tree of transformation, but it's about intergenerational presence, that no matter how many times we evolve and change and transform, the essence of us remains the same. So the many lives theory here. It's also about softness. Birch is a medicine tree, and it's a tree that always looks beautiful no matter how old it gets, with its papery white bark. We even write songs and scrolls in our culture on this and do prayers with the bark. So we're transforming ourselves despite the release of the ego, and as this is the equivalent of the Tower card, I think that's very powerful. It's how we regenerate ourselves. The Five of Angels is the same as the Five of Swords, and it's about withdrawal in this deck. It's about separating ourselves to go into a place of transformation. You'll see that she's standing in flames, much like the creation of the phoenix, the new self rising from the flames and the ashes. We need to be introspective as we do this ego collapse. The clarifier here is a beautiful willow card, and the willow in the Ogam represents intuition and connecting with the unseen. So remembering our divine source and the transformation that we need to go through. Clearly, this is a form of transformation, but it is something that we're going to do by ourselves, not with the help of others. The turnaround, this card in this deck is the same as the Hanged Man or the Hanged One. It's about revolution. So we go through our transformation, we rise from the ashes, and in being experiencing the turnaround, we have all the time we need to revolve into a new perspective on what our life has going for it and where we are going. The clarifier is interesting because it's the moon card, and it's the waxing gibbous, and it reflects boundaries. So sometimes in our society we don't have boundaries enough, particularly with people we love, and if we are a people pleaser. The other side of that is if our boundaries are too rigid, and because of what we're going through, we have shut people out. There needs to be a really fine-tuned balance here with boundaries. So it's really doing some self-analysis about where your boundaries are as you assess where you're going. All right, Brian, you can turn that. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, as it represents the kind of polished finish to the weekly reading, a little bit more clarity as we move through this time of winds and changes. And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. It helps with the analytics on Google. And subscribe if you want notification of the weekly videos. And Socks really wanted to be in this week's video, but no, not this week. Anyway, send me a coffee if you like, and know that there's still some room in the Tasseomancy, the tea leaf reading afternoon on May 14th, and we'll see you soon. Aho.